Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to start the first video of our backyard oasis, and it is going to be how we built this pergola behind me. So if you guys are interested in seeing how we built the pergola, then stay tuned. All right guys, so this pergola is custom built to fit our back patio, which is a 12 by 14. We were going to go with a 4-post pergola, but then decided to go ahead and attach it to the house for better security. So what we did, we took a header, which is what you see us doing here, and we attached it to the house with bolt screws, I guess is what they're called. I will be leaving a description and a link of everything that we use in the description box below, so make sure to check that out. But yes, first we're going to attach the header and then we will move on to the next step. All right, so our next step was to secure our post brackets. We are securing this directly onto the concrete. So we purchased these brackets here that are specifically made for the 6x6 post that we're using. We're just going to drill a hole into the ground, secure it to our concrete, and then secure the post to the bracket. All right, so once we got the post secured, as you guys can see, we had to call in some backup. The front headers that we used are 2x8s by 16 feet, and these things were heavy, y'all, like seriously heavy. So my brother and his girlfriend came over to give us a hand on getting these up in the front. We're going to put one on each side of the post, one on the front and one on the back. And then after that, we will secure our rafters. All right, so we got the front headers in place, and now we're doing our first side rafters. We wanted to get this in place first, and then we're going to go back to the front, and you will see Antonio cutting off the top of that post. So the posts that we purchased were originally 12 feet. Were originally 12 feet, but they were too tall, so we cut them down. So this is how we're going to secure the rafters. So thank God we came across a video. The name of the guy's channel is It's His Turf, and we are so happy we saw how he did it. So we're basically putting a double header on the house. So you saw the first header that we put on, and this is a second header that we are securing each one of the rafters to. So basically what we'll be able to do once we get them all on, we'll be able to lift it up and then just secure it to that first rafter or the first header that we put in place with structural screws. Now, this was much easier. It calls for less material. Like if we would not have done it this way, we would have had to purchase like rafter brackets for each one, but this way was just much simpler. The only thing is it made it very heavy, extremely heavy. So as mentioned before, on the other guy's channel that I found, It's His Turf, he was able to cut it in half. So yeah, you see us here, Antonio and I are trying to lift it ourselves. It's not happening. So we just waited till the next morning until my sons were available. We cut it in half, and then we were able to lift half of the rafters at a time. All right, so you see we got the one half up, and now we're doing the second half. And even with 4 of us, you guys, we still had to do some maneuvering and shimmying. We are not professionals at this. This is our first time building a structure of this size, but we did get it up. But it did take all 4 of us and putting our brains together to figure out, what we're going to do first, who's going to go which way first. But we did finally get it up there, and even with it cut in half, it was extremely heavy still. So if you all are deciding to build a pergola of your own, make sure you just have a lot of friends and a lot of hands on deck, because you're definitely going to need it. And thank God the hardest part is over. The heaviest of the wood is up, so now it is smooth sailing from here. Right now you see me painting our 1x that are going to go on the top, and they were 1x2, I think. Yeah, they were 1x2s, and this is what we're going to use for the additional shade to go across the top rafters. I'm also staining the entire remainder of the pergola as well. We thought about leaving it natural, but then when we looked at our house is gray, and then the roof is black, so we decided to go with a black stain. We are using the color Slate, and this stain is made by no, maybe not Slate, I'm not sure, but I will definitely leave it in the description box below of the exact one that we used, because we went through a couple of different colors, but I will make sure to check the canister, and I will leave it in the description box exactly what color this is that we ended up using. And for a quick and easy install, we use our nail gun for the 1x2s that we put at the top. We just pop those in. And then once everything was in place, I went ahead and went through and just cut a few decorative ends. And then lastly, we wanted to cover up those the concrete brackets or the post brackets. So Antonio is cutting a few pieces of the wood, and we're going to go around and make footers. And we are going to leave those natural because I just like the way that it looked. So right here, we're just fitting them on. And then we're actually just going to use the nail gun again and just nail them together, and then we are good to go. And that is it, you guys. We think it came out great. We absolutely love it. I think this is Antonio and I's new favorite place in the house. We did this in 3 days in 90+ degree weather, and it was hard. So we believe our pergola making days are over, but we're glad that we did it. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to come back next week to see how we installed our stock tank pool. So thank you guys again, and I will see you on the next one.